10 minutes more filming to do, but you lot have come out just interrupting me. I am worried about you because you stood right next to my bike and you've been really hostile. The building and the backdrop, just stay back a bit, don't get too close.
Okay.
Cheers mate, thank you. Yeah, just having a little look. Thought I'd just get the place because it backs onto such a beautiful backdrop, if you know what I mean. So I just thought I'd
what you mean building? What's the concern?
No, there's no concern. I'm just having a little snoop, if you know what I mean. What's down there? Is it like a factory outlet shop or something as well?
There is.
On Google Maps you'll be able to see.
On Google Maps?
Yeah, you've actually, as you've been filming there, you've got people on it, and you have to ask people's permission to film them.
You don't have to ask people's permission to film them. Where have you got that from?
You have to. But why? Why are you filming people walking about?
I'm not filming people walking about. If people walk past the camera, it's kind of an accidental capture or something. I'm not specifically filming people walking about.
What's he actually filming for?
Just for me. I don't really want to get into it, you know what I mean? Just.
Well, it's a bit, you can't really say that when you're actually standing and filming on the business that we're looking at.
Well, from there it's private anyway.
Yeah, it's private.
Is it private from there? Who owns that bit that goes down there?
It's part of our lease. We actually pay for that.
Do you pay for that part there? Yeah?
Access road,
Yeah.
Access road, yeah. It's an access road, isn't it? It's kind of a joint access road, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you wanted to trespass somebody from a joint access road, you'd have to get all the people that own it, you know, own the parts of it to kind of trespass them from it. But to be honest with you, I'm not going to kind of go any further than that because I'm going to go further along with the drone. I've brought my drone with me today. I'm going to kind of get over and have a look at what's kind of going on in CRC Evans, if you know what I mean. Just interested.
But again, I suppose the original question is, what's so interesting that if it's just ask the questions, we can answer your questions if you got something to ask.
No, I was just doing a little tour and just kind of figuring out what it actually does and stuff. You can have welding and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's what
On the website.
Welding and coating. That's what I gathered from your website.
Yeah. But again, so what's the interest in there?
What do you mean?
I'll be honest, you just look suspicious when you're there with a mask, you hide your face, and you've got.
I've got a guy there trying to take photos of me. You know what I mean? So I'm just creating my own privacy in public. You know what I mean?
You're creating your own privacy, but not giving us privacy. Unfortunately, we have.
It's not up to me. No, listen. Yeah, it's not up to me to give you privacy, is it? I'm making my own privacy because this guy is filming. That's why. That's why I've.
Are you filming me?
I'm filming you because you started filming me. You started filming me first.
Well, to be fairness, you started filming first because you come across and you're filming around the area.
No, I was filming like the.
This audit opens with a classic conflict. An individual filming from a public area is confronted by staff citing a private security policy. The encounter tests the boundary between public rights and perceived private authority. The staff quickly label the auditor as suspicious due to his calm refusal to explain himself and the use of a face covering. The central question, can a company's internal rules override established public freedoms? We'll observe how far they are willing to push. Security policy. The encounter tests the boundary between public rights and perceived private authority. The staff quickly label the auditor as suspicious due to his calm refusal to explain himself and the use of a face covering. The central question, can a company's internal rules override established public freedoms? We'll observe how far they are willing to push.
You took it upon you. Do you have your own business or something? Are you a filming business, media business?
Yeah, I'm not kind of willing to get into that. Like I said, I just come here today to do a quick video tour on the ground, and then I'm going to take the drone over to have a closer look at what's going on.
Okay. So if we bring the police and ask them for their support, you're okay with that then? So obviously you're acting in suspicious circumstances.
What kind of support would you need from the police though?
Well, the thing is, we're what's called a known consigner site. So we have an anti-terrorism policy as well. So we have to abide by that. So we have to protect the site and the business. So our policy is to challenge strangers. So you're
in public.
Sorry?
Challenge strangers in public?
Yeah, if anybody comes on this site, we have to challenge them. It's
That's
part of our
nuts,
policy.
is that? Yeah, but
No, it's not nuts. It's part of a CAA requirement. Civil Aviation Authority demand that we do it. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll have to close the business down. And we ain't going to close the business down because the strangers come round filming. All we're doing, asking you nicely, is just to tell us why you're doing it, but you won't tell us why.
Yeah, I'm just stood in public. I'm just stood in public filming. and that's it really.
But you've been on the property, you've been on the site property.
I went to have a look because this is a joint access road, because there's something else down there. I wanted to see it. This is not solely your property, it's a joint access road.
You have been on our property.
I have not been on your sole
property. The drone up over the buildings.
I'm definitely going to be putting a drone up over the site, yeah, definitely.
So have you got a drone licence? Have you got a licence to do that?
You don't need a drone licence, do you?
Yeah.
Do you know about drone law? Do you know about drone? Okay then, well, you do know then that you don't need a licence, do you? You don't need a licence to kind of...
Yeah, but it's going over our property, and it's owned by a landlord. So our landlord will probably need to know why you're doing what you're doing.
Your landlord won't need to know what I'm doing, you know what I mean? He'll be alright with it.
I suppose, why don't you just go over and just do coverage over other buildings, or what is the actual interest? And I suppose the question is, what is the interest in CRC Evans?
Just a general interest.
For what reason? What does general mean?
we're just going over old ground here. I've said I don't want to get into it, you know what I mean? Don't keep asking me the same questions. It's getting a bit boring now, guys.
Well, you're giving the same answers, that's getting boring. So can you not just give us a straight answer and just say, the reason why I want to film your business is X? And just give us the answer, and then we might be able to help you, might be able to assist you.
No, it'd be fine. Honestly, literally, I ain't come here today to speak to you guys and get involved. I'm just literally just going to do my own thing.
This argument falls well short of established legal principles. The fundamental rule is clear. Internal company policies do not override the law. While staff may have an internal anti-terrorism
from public, that's
policy
fine,
that
you know what I mean?
requires
So
them
I'll
to
just
challenge
basically
individuals.
just say to you, like, basically I've just come today to do that. It's legal, so I'm just out in public doing a legal activity, and that's it really.
This argument falls well short of established legal principles. The fundamental rule is clear. Internal company policies do not override the law. While staff may have an internal anti-terrorism policy that requires them to challenge unfamiliar individuals, their authority generally stops at the boundary of private property. Attempting to enforce such rules on someone lawfully in a public space is an overreach and has no legal basis.
Don't call police, you know what I mean? So they'll be busy enough, you know what I mean? They won't need this on the plate, will they?
I don't think you understand. We have an obligation. We rent this property from a landlord.
Yeah.
We are duty bound by the Civil Aviation Authority to challenge strangers because there could be a possibility of terrorism activity. Now, I'm not saying you're a terrorist, I'm just saying that that is the reason why we have to challenge strangers.
I'm definitely not a terrorist, I can tell you that. But anyway...
Well, we don't know that, do we?
No, I know. That's what a terrorist would say, though, wouldn't he? He'd probably say, I'm not a terrorist, wouldn't he?
Well, obviously, but the reason is we have to challenge it, and there's obviously... So, why is it you're wearing a mask?
I'm just in public, that's all. I don't need all this. I don't need Do you realise, you know, when you're filming me there, you're covered by GDPR, so be careful what you do with that data, won't you? Because...
Okay, well, give us your name and address. We can send the
and then
information on.
I'll even delete it. I'll show you that I'll delete it. Give us name, address. I'll even get the police to us, to assist us if you want. There's no problem.
No, I'm just saying be careful what you do with it, that's all, because it's covered under GDPR. Your recording. My recording's not covered under GDPR.
Why isn't it?
Do you know about GDPR?
Yes, I do.
You do? Do you know about GDPR?
Yeah.
Do you know about Article 85?
I do.
What's that then?
Oh, you tell us. You tell us.
You don't know that?
Yes, I do.
Yes,
I do.
Right, basically, GDPR is not GDPR in the UK. GDPR is now covered by the Data Protection Act 2018, and there is an article in there that provides for artistic journalistic licence. So when I'm doing all this, I'm filming this.
So you're a journalist?
No, it is a journalistic, artistic kind of licence that I'm doing it under. So
why do you just have to permission then? Why do you knock on the door and say, look, could I just come round and film? I'm a journalist.
Yeah, I think because basically what I do is I always film, right, and it's for my own protection, because sometimes people get a bit upset when I do this, so they'll ring the police and they'll say things like, oh, I swore at them and stuff like that to try and get me into trouble. So I always record the interactions, you know, when people come up to talk to me, yeah? So if I walked into your building recording, it wouldn't be fair on the people that are on the front desk.
You just need to ring the doorbell and the receptionist will deal with it from there.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If I'm interacting, if I would be asking for permission, but I wouldn't ask for permission anyway because I wouldn't get it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't get permission to.
Why would you think that?
Legally,
Why would you think
harassment
that?
generally
To-
requires a repeated
film.
course of conduct that causes alarm or distress. Simply
Yeah, you don't-
filming
you don't-
from
why
a public
do you think
space,
then now would be-
even after
not
being
before,
asked
we're
to
just
stop
asking the
by
question,
staff,
why are you
rarely
filming
meets this high threshold.
this?
How the staff
Can we
present
just-
this
we're just
to the
saying to you,
police will be
please
telling.
don't.
Well, I'm definitely going to do it because that's what I came here to do.
The harassment claim here appears weak. Legally, harassment generally requires a repeated course of conduct that causes alarm or distress. Simply filming from a public space, even after being asked to stop by staff, rarely meets this high threshold. How the staff present this to the police will be telling. Interview 4. The interaction is becoming unnecessarily hostile. A core principle of professional security is that de-escalation is a primary duty. This staff member's immediate accusations about the drone, combined with an aggressive tone, do the opposite of de-escalate. Such an approach rarely resolves conflict and often exacerbates the situation. Let's see if this pattern continues.
Because when you ring, like, if you ring the police, you've got to report a crime, haven't you? You know what I mean? No.
We can just report a suspicious activity
Yeah,
to someone
yeah.
with a camera filming, talking about putting a drone above the building and recording people who work here.
I tell you what is against the law is harassment. So we could say that this is harassment. You're harassing our employees by doing what you're doing. They can't carry on the normal activities.
I should be working, I've got enough to be doing.
So it's
Yeah.
harassment.
Well, why don't you go back in then if you've got enough to be doing, you know what I mean?
You know that harassment is against the law. That's why
This
you
is not
answer
harassment
that.
though, is it? This is not harassment.
You're harassing our employees. Look, they can't carry on doing what they're doing.
You're talking rubbish.
I'm not talking
You
about
are. Of course
Just
you are.
asking you politely, not to put the drone up and record.
Yeah.
And to
But I've come here, I've come all this way today to do this, so that I'm not
From
going to back
where?
out now, am I?
from where?
I'm not willing to say. He said he's a busy man, just, you know what I mean? Just,
Well, why don't you do over here Edge Courtins or somewhere like that? Why don't you over Vika? Vika's a big place. Why don't you do that?
how do you know I didn't start there and they told me to come here?
Well, they could have done.
No, I thought you were busy, you know what I mean? You say you're busy, but you stood here talking to a guy in public, just doing illegal activity.
Ring police here and
bring the police. Bring the police, give us no option, mate. We're trying to talk to you, asking questions about what you're doing, about where
I'm not trying to help you, you're poking me nose in.
I've come from a long, far away. Where? Don't know, not telling you. You've been very suspicious. And into the point where you're not even showing us your face. If you put your mask down and just talk to us.
You said you were busy. You said you were busy. Go on, off you go.
You bring the police down anyway, so.
Alright, okay. There we go, so we've got CRC Evans calling the police. Oh god, I can hear him. He's actually on phone to the police. I don't think the mic will pick up the sound, but I can actually hear him. He's on the phone to the police, describing me.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
You got what you need?
Not yet, no.
Why is that?
Just a few more shots I need.
Why is that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Why is that?
I'd rather not say. I'm literally just flying my drone, that's all. Nobody's.
So you work all on your own then, yeah? Somebody else sent you?
So what? Hang on a sec. Let me land. Can I land the drone before you start talking to me? Because I'm literally flying a drone here, you know. You can see, can't you? That like literally. Not sure what else you need, to be honest with you.
The interaction is becoming unnecessarily hostile. A core principle of professional security is that de-escalation is a primary duty. This staff member's immediate accusations about the drone, combined with an aggressive tone, do the opposite of de-escalate. Such an approach rarely resolves conflict and often exacerbates the situation. Let's see if this pattern continues.